Hey everyone, this video is all about how to be the best soccer player on your team. So we're going to go over 5 ideas that make a player great or one of the best on their teams, and the first one is hard work. Yes, this is an obvious one, and yes, you've probably heard this one millions of times before, but it's worth repeating. The fact of the matter is, no good player, great player, world-class player made it to that level without working really, really hard. And if you want to be the best player on your team, you especially need to work hard. You need to work harder than everybody else. So if you're someone who doesn't work hard enough, you need to up your game a little. And there's no real reason to make excuses to not work hard. You either do work hard or you don't. But you can develop habits in order to help yourself work hard. The second one, and one that will actually help you develop a hard-working mentality, and probably the most important one on this list, is practice on your own. And why I mention this is because a lot of players won't practice outside of team practices. You need to be practicing outside of team practices. This means that you need to be practicing every single day individually on your own skills, because when you're in a team practice, you do more team drills and you don't do individual drills that'll help you improve certain areas like dribbling and skill moves and ball control and all that. I know it's very hard to get into the habit of practicing every day. I made a video on how to do this though, so I'll link that video right now, and you can pause this video and go look at that video, and it's all about how to develop the habit of practicing every single day. The third thing is take chances. Now, this might sound a little more complicated than it is, but it really isn't. A lot of players in games won't take chances, and the reason they won't take chances is they don't even try to. They'll pass it off to a teammate or they'll panic. So one of the ways you can become an important player for your team and a big game player for your team is to be the one who takes those chances. When you have an opportunity to shoot the ball, you be the one that takes that. When you have an opportunity to finish, you take that chance. When you have the opportunity to take someone one-on-one and put in a good cross, take the chance. A good player takes chances. Number 4 is to be a leader and to ask for the ball. When I say be a leader, you don't necessarily have to be the captain. You don't have to be the captain to be a leader. The captain's not the only leader on the team, although the captain should be a leader. If the captain isn't a leader, then I'm questioning why that person has the captaincy. But be a leader, be vocal on the pitch, make sure your teammates know where you are, make sure you tell them when you're open and tell them when you want the ball. Be very vocal. If you're wide open, square to a player, ask for the ball, say play me or pass it here or something. Just don't go too crazy with it, because don't start asking for the ball when you're not in a good position, but start asking for the ball. Start making yourself important to your team. Start being that player that gets the ball a lot on your team, and you will see that when your own teammates trust you with the ball, that they'll just start passing to you automatically. This last one is kind of 2 parts. It's be a team player, but like we said in the third one, don't be afraid to take chances. So now what this means is a lot of players, there's usually 2 types of players. There's a selfish player and an unselfish player. An unselfish player is usually a team player. A selfish player is someone who will try and dribble through the whole opposition team and score a goal by himself for personal glory, that kind of thing. But you want a balance of the 2. See, being a team player is great, but being too much of a team player actually is not the best thing to do. Same with being selfish. Being a little bit selfish is good, but being too selfish, and that's just going to hurt your team because you're going to lose the ball. So you need to find a happy medium between the 2. So what I mean is you should definitely be a team player, which means you're working hard for your team, you're playing your position correctly, you're setting up teammates, you're passing the ball when you should be passing the ball. But there needs to be at least one selfish player on the pitch, or no one's going to even shoot the ball. No one's going to try and take chances. No one's going to take risks. And every team needs that player who's willing to take risks and willing to take chances. Because if you're not, you're just going to have a team that's passing the ball very intricately, but there's no end product. So be a team player, link up with your teammates, pass the ball around. But when you get a good opportunity to shoot and you don't have maybe a teammate in a good position, don't be afraid to. Get in the habit of shooting. Get in the habit of taking risks. Not too many, but get in the habit of taking a few chances. You want a good combination between being a very good team player and a somewhat selfish player. Especially if you're an attacking player, you need a certain level of selfishness. Players like strikers score so many goals because they shoot a lot, they take their chances. They don't, when they're in the 18-yard box, they don't look for a pass unless it's obvious. They look to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's the mentality you need. You need the mentality of, yes, I'm a team player, and yes, I work hard for the team, and I pass to my teammates, and I try and do the best thing for my team, but the best thing for your team isn't always passing. Sometimes the best thing for your team is to take a man on and beat him to open up space. Sometimes the best thing for your team is to beat a man and take a shot. Sometimes it is playing that through ball. But a lot of the times, running at a defender or taking a shot is much more dangerous than passing it backwards or passing it square. Now again, you have to gauge the situation and you have to make a split decision on what you're going to do, but get in the habit of taking a few more chances here and there. Okay guys, so if you implement these 5 things, I'm fairly sure with a good amount of work, you can become the best player on your team, or at least be a very standout player on your team. And there's always a reason one player or a few players stand out on a team, and most of those players have a lot of what we've gone over today. Alright guys, so thank you for watching the video. Make sure to leave your comments, soccer related comments and questions in the comment section below. I try and answer every single one of them, and if you're new to Simplysoccer, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and join our team here. I love getting new subscribers, and I love helping new players develop their game and become better players for it. Alright guys, be sure to do all that. Also like this video if you get the opportunity, and I'll see you on the next video.